Alright, hey guys, just making a quick recap for today. I'm just gonna bypass what happened today, what did I do today, where did I enter, what was my point of view, and yeah, I'm just gonna quick explain what happened today. Just starting up, we go just let's just start with the daily. This is basically the A-mini 100 futures contract June 2025, and yeah, I don't trade with A-mini. I trade basically capital.com. I trade with micros. So yeah, later on I will be passing to a mini, but just for now I am in capital. So anyways, just getting to the point. First of all, we had this fair value gap here first, right? But we actually end up inversing this gap because we end up closing above it and then we start using it as an inverse. Now, what was my target? My target was basically getting into this fair value gap here. I still think that we should be taking this highs at the end of the day. We will actually, I'm so sure we will get there. Just will take a bit longer. Right now, we're just in a bullish bias, so I do think we should have a little bit of retracement, maybe take out this lows because we have a lot of equal lows right here. And then we just came from a fair value gap plus, this highs. So if we swept all these highs and then we came into fair value gap and we're having a clear rejection to the downside, what I see in my opinion is just simply getting into this point right here. We have a fair value gap. We came in once, we use it, but after this we have a lot of equal lows. One, two, three, four, even this five we can count it. We have way too many lows here. So I do expect us to just go a bit lower, or maybe we will reject off this wick with a 50% using it as a fair value gap basically. It's not a fair value gap, it's a wick, but you can still use the 50% of it to basically just want it to reject off. But yeah, I still think we should just best scenario for me is just thinking that we should come a bit down here and just sweep all of this and then keep going higher. Anyways, um, what was my point of view today was, well, basically this. Let me show. Let me just wait. Just for to tell you real quick, like this green zones, like fair rally gaps, are basically the first percent of fair rally gap AM session, like New York session. Now let me just take this off for a moment and let me show you. All right, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. So what ended up happened today, right, was we had London session back here. Let me just so I can mark it and show you. We had London session lows already taken out, and at the same time we had Asia lows already taken out. So we took Asian lows, and at the same time we came in London. We didn't even reach to sweep Asian highs, and then we first decided to sweep London lows. So now, if you already have Asia and London lows swept out, then you shouldn't be really expecting to just like expect New York to do a reverse and just go lower because we already have swept enough lows from the two sessions from before. Now, what happened is basically 8-4, 8-5. Trump decided to make a quick news about what was it about? It was about the tariffs. I think it was like 55% for China or like vice versa, and it was 10% for China or something like this. I don't know. What matters is that it was good news for Trump and for USA in general. And well, not for us to be honest, because it just end up fucking waking both sides. But we did take highs here. So you might be thinking, okay, but like if we took these highs, why are we not going lower? Well, simply because, if we go in the higher time frame, you need to understand that we're in a bullishness. We're in a market maker buy model. There's no reason for you to be looking for shorts. Maybe yes, some for retracements, like I'm saying for tomorrow, maybe we will retrace here and then keep going higher. But not really just you shouldn't be looking for shorts all the time. Now, um what was gonna say? Yeah. So this was news of Trump, and then at 8:30 we had this. 8:30 was CPI, red folders of USA. So of course we came in finally targeting this fair value gap in the daily, which is I'm gonna show you real quick. This one. Yep. So we end up coming into this fair value gap, and you can see exactly how we end up projecting off of it. Now going back in the 1 minute, I'm gonna show you. I know some people that, for example, the opening of the market was right here, and yeah, 9:30 was opening here. So first fair get presented will be here, 9:31. Now remember, with first fair get presented, please be careful because you know to make a fair value gap, you need three candles, right? Now you need to understand that the first candle, then the second, and the third. So for example, if the first like this candle was this, it was if 9:30 was the one making the fair value gap and there was a candle before 9:29, for example here, if this candle was sorry, if this candle was in at 9:21 and then this fair value gap whereas at 9:31 was at 9:30, it wouldn't work simply because when you go to regular trading hours, the opening is at 9:30. So this is why here it does count. Okay, just making sure. So 9:30 is here. First rally got presented. I know some people, for example, they took the trade here because why not? Like simply, you just came from those highs. We have the new CPI low here. So it was pretty obvious. Like we want to take this lows out, then to maybe just keep going higher. Because like I said at the end, we already have taken lows here. So there's no big reason for us to keep going lower. As you can see, market open, tap into the fair rally gap, and then we completely rejected down to take all these lows. And then what happened? Just reverse. Now, that I could have taken this, I didn't want to take it simply because it was too early for me. I don't like taking trades so early like this when market just open. So yeah, I like to wait at least like the first 20 minutes to see what happens, or at least when the macro is injected. So for example, the macro is from 9:50 till 10:10, which is basically what gives like that quick movement to Nasdaq. So once this was flipped, we started going higher. And I was looking for these highs and these highs. So if we go to US 100, which is what I'm trading, um, executions here. Today, the only bad thing I did was I entered here. My entry was so bad, by the way. Here, and then I got stopped out down here because I was moving my stop a bit. I got stopped out, but I know I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong with my bias. It simply was my mistake by moving my stop loss too soon. So what I end up doing is just entering again, and my stop loss this time was down here, exactly here. So what I was like targeting was this highs, getting into this fair rally gap here, and for last this high. Now that I could have hold here, yes, but you need to understand that there's a fair rally gap here. So I wasn't really willing to like hold and wait until that fair rally gap was disrespected, just like down here. It took actually some time to disrespect this fair rally gap. You see, I didn't want to go through this again, so I prefer to just sell my two contracts here, and I end up selling one more here. That's it. I'm happy with what a market just gave me today. And at the end, I should be, you guys, either way, if you didn't make money today, but you still knew where market was going, you should be happy with yourself simply because you're able to tell where market was going. So be content even though if you didn't make money. But yeah, anyways, this was the trade for today. We enter here, stop loss down here, and then yeah, took two contracts here as soon as we took all these highs, and then last contract after taking these highs and Ferrari gap. And yeah, that will be it. After this, you can see that we went so high, we start finally going lower. And then New York came down to just, New York PM session, sorry, finish coming down. Like I said, I still believe that we should come to these lows because it just wouldn't make sense to take all these equal lows here. Now, the thing that helped me during this trade, right, and the AM session was ES. Why? Because they're correlated. So you need to understand, for example, there was a S&T made here. You see that I show you, let me just do this real quick. Um, where is it? Where is it? June, let's just separate both. All right, now let's go to where's here. Can you see the difference? So one here takes the news lows out, but it keeps going a little bit lower. So there's a bunch of lows here that was taking out. Now, if you see here, 8:30, it takes the news low, but it does not take all of this. So out of this, there was an SMT, which you go, you could say from here or here, go SMT, and then that's what is helping us to say, okay, we're gonna go higher. Now, yeah, that was another thing to help me. And then when you go to ES, you can see clearly even better here. We have the first variable presented here, and then as soon as I saw this change of state of delivery, this is where this change of state of delivery happened because we closed above, and at the same time we made a fair rally gap. As soon as I saw this, I was like, okay, there's no way Nasdaq is not gonna go higher too. And as you can see, no matter how many damn times we went inside of this fucking fair rally gap, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I don't even know if I counted this well, but you can tell how many times we went inside this fair rally gap, but we did not disrespect with the bodies. The wicks do the damage, that doesn't matter. What matters is where the bodies are closing, and we all respected it. And you can see how we completely just went higher. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty good trade today. Something else, I think that would be it, to be honest. The only thing I could say is like after taking it going this high, oh, but how can you say like, okay, easy? For me, what I was maximum like going looking for was this. You put the fibbo, like I said, in the wick, and then look for the 50% or 25%, which is kind of here, I think so. If I can find exactly, because I have so many fibs for some reason. No, this one is ugly. Yeah, there. 20, oh, 25%. If we put it from high to lower, there it is, 25%. So yeah, I think that would be it. You can see again, we swept this low here, and then it came back one more time. But you need to understand, we need to take this lows, all of this, to be honest. And then I still think we should get to London lows here and this Asia lows. We will, like we have to. So yeah, um, I don't really trade other sessions. I only trade the AM. Sometime once in a moon, I will be trading the PM session. Even though PM session lately in the last couple of weeks has been moving a lot. Like this is a lot. You could have made so much money out of this. But that's up to you if you trade the PM. And yeah, that would be it. Um, you can see again how many times we went inside this first fur like I presented, how many times we use it. You cannot tell me that I'm just tweaking and I'm just like, oh, like it came here once and it rejected off of it. It came here twice, it rejected off of it. And then you just use it as an embers again. This for rally gap, you can use it embers how many times you want, simply because it's the first rally presented of the day. This helps you a lot. And then you can easily have, as soon as you saw this, like disrespect here, you can have taken a short, stop here, and target this liquidity. But this is lunch, so of course you're not supposed to be trading that. And then here, again, we tried to go higher, we failed to go higher. We had change of state of delivery here. We almost disrespected this, but we didn't. And then another change of state of delivery here. We go lower. Boom, eruption. Right here, you could have taken an entry, stop loss here, and then just be safe here. And then, damn, you would have made so much fucking money. But yeah, that will be it for the recap for today. I have nothing else to say. So yeah, thank you for watching.